Do you know, beloved, that right now, at this very moment, there is a power within you that can dissolve every pain, heal every wound, and restore every cell of your body to perfect health? Do you know that the infinite presence that created the stars, that set the tides in motion, that whispers the song of life into the heart of every flower lives within you and waits only for your recognition to set its healing power free? Listen carefully, for what I will reveal to you tonight has healed the hopeless, restored the broken, and lifted countless souls into wholeness. Your subconscious mind is the secret chamber of divine power, and when you speak the right word with faith, knowing and feeling, all things are possible to you. This is the ancient secret the prophets knew, the mystics practiced, and the sages guarded, and now it is yours. Stay with me until the end, and you will never think of healing the same way again. Open your heart, for the infinite stands ready. And before we begin, make sure you subscribe and like this video so this divine truth may reach more souls who need it. My beloved, listen with the ear of the Spirit, for within you now is a power so great, so infinite, so unfathomable, that if you truly understood it, you would rise this very moment and claim your freedom. There is a river of life flowing through you, and its name is God. It knows no sickness, no limitation, no failure, no lack. It is pure intelligence, infinite love, and eternal wholeness. The same power that formed your heart and set it beating, the same infinite mind that designed the galaxies and painted the lilies of the field, lives within you and awaits your recognition to perform its wonders. I tell you this eternal truth. You are not a prisoner of your body. You are not a slave to your past, nor to your circumstances. You are a spiritual being, clothed for a time in flesh, but your true essence is eternal spirit, and your spirit is one with God. When you understand this oneness, when you become inwardly convinced of it, you step into the great secret that prophets, mystics, and saints have known through the ages. It is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Luke 12:32. The kingdom of health, the kingdom of wealth, the kingdom of peace, the kingdom of joy, all is within you now, waiting for your command. But how, you ask, can this be? How can mere words dissolve pain? How can a single thought open the gates of abundance? It is because your subconscious mind, that deep, silent, omnipotent intelligence within you, is the workshop of creation. The thoughts you impress upon it, when accepted as true, are woven into the very fabric of your experience. This is the mystery Jesus revealed when he said, "According to your faith be it unto you." Matthew 9:29. Faith is not hope. Faith is not wishing. Faith is knowing that what you claim in consciousness must manifest in your world, because God's law is perfect and unfailing. The pain I'll carry, the illness you endure, the poverty you fear, these are but shadows cast by false beliefs. You are not bound by them unless you consent to them. The subconscious mind has no power of its own except the power you give it. It does not argue with you. It does not question. It accepts whatever you impress upon it and brings it to pass. If you constantly declare, "I am broken, I am sick, I am poor," your subconscious takes these words as commands and shapes your reality to match them. But when you speak the word of truth, when you affirm, "I am whole, I am healed, I am abundant, I am guided by infinite intelligence," then all the forces of heaven move to fulfill that decree. Listen carefully, for this is the ancient healing secret. The subconscious mind is the builder of the body, and it responds to your mental images and spoken words. Imagine for a moment a divine light flooding every cell of your being, restoring, renewing, regenerating. Feel it as real. See yourself walking in perfect health, moving freely, rejoicing in the strength of your body. As you do, your subconscious begins at once to create the conditions required to make this image real. This is why Jesus said, "Whatsoever things ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them." Mark 11:24. Belief is the key. Feeling is the secret. You must mentally accept the reality of your desire. Then the creative power within you brings it forth. Florence Scovel Shinn, that radiant teacher of divine law, declared, "Your word is your wand." She understood that your spoken word, when charged with faith and emotion, becomes a creative command to the subconscious mind. Speak words of life, and life flows. Speak words of health, and health manifests. Speak words of abundance, and abundance comes rushing to meet you. Every word you utter, every thought you dwell upon is a seed, and sooner or later it must bear fruit. Choose this day the harvest you wish to reap. Neville Goddard, another mystic of great insight, taught that assumption hardens into fact. This means that the reality you assume, the picture you hold in your mind and feel as though it were already true, must, by divine law, manifest in your world. If you live in the end, if you mentally inhabit the state you desire, the universe conspires to make it so. You need not strain, you need not struggle. You simply rest in the knowing that it is already done. This is faith, this is prayer, this is the alignment of your conscious and subconscious minds with the infinite. Napoleon Hill, in his study of success, discovered the same principle when he wrote, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." Conceive it, believe it, and the creative forces of your subconscious, working with infinite intelligence, will bring it to pass. Carl Jung, the great psychologist, saw that beneath the surface of our individual minds lies a vast collective unconscious, the source of archetypes, symbols, and divine inspiration. What you impress upon your subconscious echoes into this deeper field, and from it answers return, doors open, and opportunities flow. But know this, beloved, resistance blocks your good, fear blocks your healing, doubt delays your miracle. You must become as a little child, trusting, open, receptive to the divine within you. Say within yourself now, God is my life, God is my health, God is my abundance, God is my perfect peace. Say it not as a mere repetition of words, but as a deep realization of truth, and feel the power of these affirmations sinking into your subconscious mind. For when you speak the word health, feel the vitality coursing through your veins. When you declare abundance, sense the wealth of the universe already flowing to you. When you say, I am guided, expect wisdom to rise from within you, for the infinite intelligence knows the way and reveals it in perfect timing. Trust the process, trust the law, trust the God within you. There are no incurable diseases, no impossible situations, no permanent defeats in the divine mind. The infinite cannot be limited. Your subconscious has within it the blueprint of perfect health, the original pattern of wholeness, and the moment you cease resisting and begin accepting, that pattern is restored. As the psalmist said, He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Psalm 23. The still waters represent peace of mind. The green pastures represent abundance. When your soul is at peace, your body reflects it. When your heart trusts the infinite, your affairs prosper. I want you now to do something profound. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and see yourself free. Free of pain, free of fear, free of limitation. See yourself as already healed, already whole, already abundant. Feel the joy of answered prayer. Feel the gratitude of manifestation fulfilled. The feeling of the wish fulfilled is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. Hold that feeling, saturate your mind with it, and your subconscious will accept it as your reality. You are the temple of the living God, and God dwells in you. The creative power of the universe is not outside you, begging to be persuaded. It is within you, waiting to be awakened. Speak the word, believe it, feel it, and it is done unto you. As Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within you. Luke 17:21. You need not search the heavens or wander the earth. The source of life, health, and abundance is closer than your breath, nearer than your heartbeat. From this moment on, guard your thoughts as you would guard your most precious treasure. Refuse to dwell on sickness, lack, or limitation. Speak only that which you wish to experience. Declare boldly, I am one with the infinite. I am whole. I am healed. I am supplied. I am divinely guided. Let these words sink deeply into the fertile soil of your subconscious, and they will grow into mighty oaks of manifestation. There is no power in the pain. The power is in your perception. There is no reality in lack. The reality is in your consciousness of supply. There is no truth in fear. The truth is that perfect love casts out fear, and perfect love dwells within you now. Rest in this truth and watch as your life transforms before your very eyes. You are not here to struggle. You are not here to beg. You are not here to barely survive. You are here to express the glory of God, to demonstrate the abundance of heaven, to walk as a living testimony of divine power. The riches of the universe are yours. The health of the infinite is yours. The wisdom of the ages is yours, if only you claim it in consciousness. From this day forward, you shall speak life into your body, peace into your mind, and prosperity into your affairs. You shall declare boldly with conviction and authority, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23:1. And as you affirm it, you shall feel a great calm within, for your subconscious will know it is so, and the outer world will mirror that inner knowing. Now, beloved, listen to me carefully. There is one within you who never slumbers, never sleeps, never grows weary. That one is the infinite, the I am, the eternal presence. Trust it, yield to it, let it heal you, guide you, prosper you, and restore you, for truly it is done unto you as you believe. Remember always, you are greater than any condition, stronger than any circumstance, and richer than any appearance of lack. Within you now is the power to create, to heal, to bless, and to manifest. Use it wisely, use it lovingly, use it faithfully. Feel this truth, accept it deeply, live it fully, and watch as from this day forth your life becomes a living demonstration of divine power, divine love, and divine abundance. Beloved, listen to me with your whole heart, for within you now lies the key to every healing, the answer to every prayer, the solution to every difficulty. There is no power outside you greater than the power within you, for God, the infinite intelligence, indwells your very being. This presence is health itself, peace itself, love itself, abundance itself. The moment you awaken to this eternal truth, chains fall away, doors swing open, and your body, your mind, and your affairs become clothed in divine order. Do you not see? The same infinite mind that governs the planets in their courses, that orchestrates the seasons and commands the tides, also regulates the trillions of cells in your body. Every breath you take, every beat of your heart, is guided by a wisdom beyond comprehension. When you align your thoughts with this divine intelligence, when you surrender your fears and rest in the knowing that the God power within you is your life, healing flows like a mighty river, effortless and sure. There is no disease it cannot dissolve, no condition it cannot correct, no organ it cannot renew, for the infinite knows only wholeness. Say to yourself right now, God is within me, and God is perfect health. Do not merely repeat the words, feel their meaning. See in your mind's eye every cell of your body illumined by the light of divine life, every organ singing in harmony, every nerve bathed in peace. The subconscious responds to imagery, not arguments. If you show it the image of health impregnated with deep feeling, it will restore you according to that pattern, for it is the builder of the body and takes its blueprint from your dominant thoughts. I recall a man who came to me in despair, diagnosed with what the physicians called an incurable disease. He trembled as he spoke, but I told him gently, there are no incurable diseases, only incurable beliefs. Together we prayed. Each night before sleep, he visualized himself walking freely, climbing stairs with strength, breathing deeply and easily. He would declare with feeling, I am whole, I am strong, God's life flows through me now. In less than 3 months, his body obeyed his mind, and his tests revealed what the doctors called a miracle. But it was no miracle. It was divine law in action. The infinite cannot be limited. It is we who limit it by belief. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote, faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly. Do you understand the depth of this? Faith does not beg. Faith does not hope vaguely. Faith rejoices now, for it knows the answer is already accomplished in the unseen. The moment you claim it in consciousness, it exists in the infinite. By holding steadfast to that knowing without wavering, the unseen becomes seen, the invisible becomes visible, and the word becomes flesh. Neville Goddard would often say, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That is the secret to unlocking the treasure house of your subconscious mind. Live now in the end result, not in the problem. If you desire healing, walk, think, speak, and feel as though you are already healed. If you desire abundance, begin now to feel the joy of overflowing supply, the freedom of fulfilled desires, the relief of answered prayers. The subconscious does not know the difference between what is imagined and what is real. It accepts what you feel as real and brings it forth without fail. Napoleon Hill discovered this law when he said, you become what you think about most of the time. Every thought carries within it a frequency, a vibration, a seed that attracts after its kind. The thought of health draws health. The thought of wealth attracts wealth. The thought of harmony creates harmonious relationships. You are constantly broadcasting with your mind, and the universe unfailingly echoes back to you what you radiate. But here is a great truth, beloved. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot affirm healing while secretly expecting sickness. You cannot speak of abundance while inwardly fearing lack. Your conscious and subconscious minds must agree. This is why prayer is not mere repetition of words. It is the harmonious union of thought and feeling directed toward a definite end. When your conscious mind declares, "I am healed," and your subconscious accepts it as true, healing must manifest by divine necessity. Carl Jung, the great psychologist, spoke of the archetypes, universal patterns embedded deep within the collective unconscious. Your subconscious speaks this same symbolic language. It responds to images, metaphors, and feelings more powerfully than logic or reasoning. This is why scriptures written in parables, symbols, and stories, for these reach the subconscious directly and plant seeds of transformation. When Jesus said, "Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you." Matthew 7:7. He was revealing the timeless law of the mind. What you persistently dwell upon with faith and expectancy must manifest. Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin, yet your heavenly Father clothes them in splendor greater than Solomon's. Matthew 6:28-29. What is this but a lesson in non-resistance? Life flows when you cease striving, when you release fear and trust the divine intelligence to guide you perfectly. Your healing, your abundance, your answered prayer will come not through anxiety or force, but through surrenders, or to the infinite wisdom within you. Say within yourself now, "I am open and receptive to the healing power of God. I let go and let divine life flow through me." Feel the peace that follows such surrender. Feel the weight lift from your shoulders. When you stop resisting, you align with the current of life, and the current carries you effortlessly to your desired good. There is no power opposing you, but the power of your own belief in limitation. The subconscious cannot argue, it only obeys. If you tell it that you are weak, it will make you weak. If you tell it you are strong, it will manifest strength. If you declare, "Money flows to me freely, endlessly, and in perfect ways," your subconscious will organize the right ideas, circumstances, and connections to bring it to pass. The law is impersonal, automatic, and unfailing. Do not measure your prayer by appearances. Appearances change. Truth does not. The body may appear sick, yet the truth is that within you dwells the eternal pattern of perfect health. Your bank account may seem empty, yet the truth is that infinite supply knows no lack. As the Apostle Paul wrote, "While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are unseen, for the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are unseen are eternal." 2 Corinthians 4:18. Dwell on the unseen reality until it becomes the seen. Now I will give you a practice that has transformed countless lives. Each night before you sleep, enter a state of deep relaxation. Breathe slowly. Imagine your body sinking into peace. Then picture your desire fulfilled, not as though it will happen someday, but as though it has already happened. If you seek healing, see yourself vibrant and strong. If you desire prosperity, visualize holding the abundance already yours. If you long for harmony, picture yourself embraced in love and understanding. As you do this, your conscious mind grows quiet, and the subconscious, most impressionable before sleep, accepts these images as facts. Night after night you water the seeds of your desire, and in time the harvest comes. A woman once told me she had suffered from crippling arthritis for over 20 years. She had tried countless treatments, but nothing brought relief. I taught her to speak these words each morning and night. God's perfection now expresses in every atom of my being. My joints are free, flexible, and strong. Divine life flows through me now. I instructed her to visualize herself dancing in perfect freedom. Within 3 months, she walked without pain, and within 6 months, her condition had completely reversed. This is the power of aligning thought, feeling, and faith with the divine blueprint within. Beloved, take this eternal truth to heart. You are not trying to create health, wealth, or happiness. These things already exist in the infinite, waiting for your recognition. The law of manifestation is not about forcing, but allowing. It is about removing the mental blocks, the doubts, fears, and false beliefs that separate you from the ever-present good of God. When you release resistance and accept your divine inheritance, the river of life flows unimpeded, and all that is yours by right of consciousness comes rushing to meet you. The healing you seek is already within you. The abundance you desire is already within you. The love you long for is already within you. The wisdom you pray for is already within you. You are one with the infinite, and the infinite lacks nothing. From this day forward, speak the word with authority and expectation. Say, I am whole, I am free, I am wealthy, I am loved, I am divinely guided. Say it as though the words were etched in stone, immutable and eternal. Feel the reality behind the words. Act as though they were already true. Give thanks in advance. C, for gratitude is the magnet of miracles. The kingdom of heaven is within you now. The river of life flows through you now. Infinite healing surrounds you now. All that the Father has is yours now. Accept it, believe it, rejoice in it, live in the end, and the end will reveal itself swiftly, beautifully, perfectly. Beloved, hear me now and awaken to the truth that has set countless souls free. Within you at this very moment flows the limitless life of the infinite, a healing river without beginning or end. It is ceaseless, eternal, inexhaustible. You are breathing the very breath of God. The same life that animates the stars beats your heart. The same intelligence that guides the planets governs every atom of your being. There is no separation between you and this divine power, save the veil of false belief. Lift that veil, and miracles begin. The pain you feel, the sickness you bear, the lack you fear, these are not eternal realities. They are passing shadows, illusions born of misdirected thought. The eternal reality is health, abundance, and peace, for these are the natural expressions of the infinite within you. Do not identify with the shadow. Identify with the light. Say within yourself now with conviction, I am the child of the living God. Divine life flows through me. Every atom of my being vibrates with health and harmony. As you affirm this, do not merely say the words, feel them. Let the reality of perfect health soak into your subconscious mind like gentle rain into fertile soil. There is a law, immutable, unfailing, perfect, and when you understand it, you hold in your hand the key to health, wealth, and all good things. It is the law of belief. According to your belief, it is done unto you. The subconscious mind, vast and mighty, accepts what you impress upon it and brings it forth without question. It cannot argue, it cannot doubt. It simply creates according to the blueprint you present. D. This is why Jesus said, As thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. Matthew 8:13. Belief is the seed, and your subconscious is the fertile ground in which it grows. Plant wisely, for what you sow in thought, you shall surely reap in experience. I once counseled a young woman who had suffered for years from what doctors called an incurable condition. She wept as she told me of her struggles, but I told her gently, You are not the illness, you are not the diagnosis, you are life itself, perfect and whole. I gave her an affirmation to repeat every morning and evening. God's perfection expresses through me now. Every organ, every cell, every function of my body is made whole by divine intelligence. But more than the words, I taught her to visualize herself radiant, healthy, vibrant. Each night before sleep, she imagined herself dancing, laughing, and living in perfect freedom. Within weeks, her symptoms began to fade, and within months, the condition was gone. The physicians called it miraculous, but it was simply the law of mind in operation. Florence Scovel Shinn understood this law when she wrote, Faith opens the way when everything seems lost. When you stand in faith, when you speak your word with authority and expectation, unseen doors open and healing flows where once there was only pain. Neville Goddard taught, Live from the end. Feel now what it would feel like if your healing were already complete. If your prosperity were already flowing, if your prayer were already answered. When you live mentally in the end, the subconscious mind accepts it as present reality, and by divine necessity it must manifest. Napoleon Hill discovered the same truth when he declared, Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. If you can conceive of yourself as whole, wealthy, and free, and if you persist in that conception with unwavering belief, Your subconscious will reorganize your entire life to make it so. Do not concern yourself with how it will happen. The how belongs to infinite intelligence. Your part is to believe, to accept, and to act as though it were already done. Carl Jung spoke of the power of symbols and archetypes, and your subconscious speaks that same language. When you visualize, you communicate directly with this deeper mind, bypassing the resistance of logic. This is why Jesus taught in parables. Symbols bypass the conscious mind and plant truth directly into the fertile soil of the subconscious. So if you desire healing, see yourself already healed. If you desire wealth, picture yourself living in abundance. If you long for peace, imagine walking beside the still waters, resting in green pastures, and hear the psalmist whisper, "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46:10. Now I want you to perform a sacred exercise. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say silently, "I am one with infinite life." Feel the life force flowing through you, quickening every cell, restoring every organ, balancing every system. Imagine a golden light descending from above, entering the crown of your head, flooding your entire body with healing energy. Feel it washing away pain, dissolving tension, and restoring harmony. Do this with deep sincerity, and know this truth. The moment you accept healing in consciousness, the creative power within begins its perfect work. Remember this eternal law. The subconscious is most receptive when you are in a relaxed, drowsy state. Just before sleep, when the conscious mind grows quiet, the gates to your deeper mind open wide. Use this sacred time wisely. As you drift asleep, repeat gently and lovingly, "I am whole, I am healed, I am at peace." See yourself radiant and healthy. Let gratitude fill your heart as though your healing has already come, for in truth it already has. When you impress this state upon your subconscious, it begins working while you sleep, organizing every cell, every nerve, every organ into perfect order. The same law that governs healing governs prosperity. Wealth is not something you chase, it is something you accept. Poverty is not a condition, it is a state of mind. The universe is overflowing with abundance, and God's will is that you live in fullness, joy, and freedom. Say within yourself now, "I am a child of the infinite, and all that the Father has is mine." Feel the truth of this. Do not beg for supply. Claim it. Do not wonder when it will come. Accept it now in consciousness, and by divine law, it must appear. Florence Shinn wrote, "There is a supply for every demand. You are never cut off from your good, except by the belief that you are." Shift your belief and your experience must shift. Declare boldly, "Money flows to me freely, endlessly, and in perfect ways. Divine ideas prosper me now." Say it until your subconscious accepts it as truth, and you will find doors opening, opportunities appearing, and resources flowing from unexpected places. This is not chance, it is the law responding to your conviction. But understand this deeper mystery. Sometimes, when you pray for supply or healing, the answer seems delayed. This is not denial, this is divine timing. Infinite wisdom knows the perfect way and the perfect moment. Your part is to persist in faith, to rest in trust, to hold the image unwaveringly. The seed planted today blooms in its appointed season. Do not dig it up with doubt or frustration. Say instead, "In God's perfect way and perfect time, my good comes to me now." Trust that every delay hides a greater orchestration for your highest good. Neville Goddard often said, "Faith is loyalty to the unseen." Do not let appearances shake your conviction. You may not yet see the healing, but know it is done. You may not yet see the abundance, but feel it as yours now. Faith sees beyond time, beyond circumstance, beyond the senses. Faith knows the infinite is working behind the veil, arranging all things for your highest benefit. And let me tell you a divine secret. Gratitude is the highest prayer. When you give thanks in advance before the manifestation, you signal to your subconscious that your desire is already fulfilled. Say softly, "Thank you, Father, for perfect health. Thank you, Father, for overflowing abundance. Thank you, Father, for answered prayer." Gratitude harmonizes your mind with the infinite and draws to you the very good you thank God for. Beloved, know this and never forget it. There is no power against you, no opposing force, no reality to limitation. You are one with infinite life, and infinite life cannot fail. Accept this truth now. Let it sink deeply into your heart and rise in the authority of your divine inheritance. Declare it boldly. I am whole. I am free. I am abundant. I am guided by infinite intelligence. The more you affirm it, the more you feel it. The more you feel it, the more you live it. And the more you live it, the more it manifests. You are not waiting for your healing. It is waiting for you. You are not chasing prosperity. It is seeking you. You are not pleading for guidance. The infinite voice within is already whispering the way. Quiet your mind, listen deeply, and you will hear it. This is the way. Walk ye in it. Isaiah 30:21. Live now as though your prayer is answered, and watch the unseen become seen. Speak as one who already possesses the good you desire. Walk as one already healed, already supplied, already free. And as surely as the sun rises, your subconscious will bring it forth with mathematical precision. Within you now is the power that creates worlds, the love that heals wounds, and the wisdom that guides galaxies. It is not outside you. It is your very essence. Awaken to it, trust it, and let it work miracles in your life. Beloved, listen closely now, for what I am about to reveal to you has the power to alter the course of your life forever. There is a power within you, infinite and inexhaustible, awaiting only your recognition to transform sickness into health, lack into plenty, confusion into wisdom, and fear into radiant faith. You have been endowed with dominion over your world, for you were made in the image and likeness of God. This is not poetry. This is divine reality. The spirit within you is the same spirit that spoke galaxies into existence, the same spirit that breathed life into man, the same spirit that raised the dead and healed the broken, and that spirit lives within you now. Your subconscious mind is the gateway through which this infinite power flows, and whatever you impress upon it becomes flesh, becomes form, becomes fact. Do not underestimate the quiet stillness within, for within that silence lies the very voice of God. It speaks not in thunder, but in assurance. It whispers, "All that I have is yours." Luke 15:31. When you awaken to this eternal truth, you realize you are not a beggar pleading for scraps from the divine table. You are an heir of infinite riches, and your inheritance is available now. But listen carefully. Your subconscious cannot be fooled by empty words. It responds not to repetition without feeling, but to belief charged with emotion. You must speak the healing word as though it were already true, feel it as though it were already accomplished, and live in the certainty that the answer is done. When Jesus said, "What things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe, that ye receive them, and ye shall have them," Mark 11:24, he revealed the whole secret of creation. The moment you believe, you receive. I once counseled a man tormented by chronic pain. Years of treatments brought him no relief, and despair consumed him. I told him, stop fighting the pain, stop resisting the condition, instead speak to it as one having authority. I taught him this command: every atom of my body listens to the voice of God. Divine life flows through me now, restoring me, healing me, making me whole. 3 times daily he spoke this with deep feeling and visualized a radiant light filling his body. Within weeks his pain subsided, and within months it was gone. This is the great secret. Your subconscious obeys your commands when they are spoken with conviction. It does not distinguish between fact and imagination, but it accepts whatever you consistently affirm as true. Therefore guard your thoughts and words, for they are seeds planted in the fertile soil of your deeper mind. If you plant seeds of fear, sickness, and lack, you reap accordingly. But if you plant seeds of faith, health, and abundance, your harvest will overflow. Florence Scovel Shinn, that great mystic of divine law, said, "Your word is your wand. Speak only that which you wish to experience. Never use words carelessly, for the subconscious takes them literally. If you say, 'I am sick and tired,' it will create conditions to match those words. Instead, declare, 'I am filled with the vitality of infinite life. My mind is calm, my body is strong, my spirit is at peace.' These words, infused with belief, set unseen forces in motion and reshape your reality." Neville Goddard, in his profound wisdom, revealed the power of assumption. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Live mentally in the state you desire until it feels natural. until it becomes the only reality you know. If you seek healing, walk, think, and speak as though you are already healed. If you seek wealth, feel the security of abundance as though it were already yours. The subconscious, once saturated with this feeling, must by divine law produce it in your outer world. Napoleon Hill echoed this when he declared, "What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." If you can conceive of yourself whole, happy, and free, and persist in that conception, your subconscious will reorganize every detail of your life to match it. Do not trouble yourself with the how, for the infinite intelligence knows the way. As Isaiah declared, "My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." Isaiah 55:9. Your task is to trust, to believe, and to live as though it is done. Now I will teach you a sacred practice, a command to your subconscious that has produced instant healings, unexpected wealth, and miraculous solutions. Enter a state of deep relaxation. Close your eyes, breathe slowly, and imagine a radiant golden light surrounding you. Say silently but with authority, "I am one with the infinite. God's perfection expresses through me now. Every cell, every nerve, every function of my body is attuned to divine harmony. I am whole. I am free. I am healed." Speak these words daily, not as a mechanical ritual, but as a living realization, until your subconscious accepts them as truth. Carl Jung taught us that symbols speak directly to the depths of the mind. When you visualize radiant light flooding your body, your subconscious interprets that image as healing, and it begins to reorganize your entire system to match that vision. See yourself standing tall, walking freely, laughing deeply. Feel the joy of restoration now, and your subconscious will bridge the gap between inner image and outer reality. But beloved, hear me. Non-resistance is the secret to accelerated manifestation. When you cease struggling, when you let go of fear, when you trust the divine within, your good comes swiftly. Resistance is tension, and tension blocks the flow of life. Release it now. Say gently, "I let go and let God. Infinite life flows through me. Divine order governs my body and my affairs." Rest in this knowing, and the current of life will carry you effortlessly toward your desire. A woman once came to me burdened with financial despair. Her debts were overwhelming, her income insufficient, and anxiety consumed her nights. I taught her to stop declaring lack and start affirming supply. I gave her this true statement: "Infinite substance is my source. Money flows to me freely, endlessly, and in perfect ways. Divine ideas prosper me now." She spoke it with feeling daily, visualizing checks arriving in the mail, opportunities unfolding, and debts dissolving. Within 4 months, unexpected business contracts, gifts, and promotions resolved her situation entirely. The same divine power that healed her finances awaits your recognition. You may ask, "But what if I doubt?" Beloved, doubt is natural in the conscious mind, but do not let it take root in the subconscious. When doubts arise, gently replace them with affirmations of faith. Say softly, "God's perfect plan unfolds for me now. My subconscious accepts only ideas of health, wealth, and harmony." In time, your faith will deepen, and your subconscious will respond as faithfully as the earth brings forth a planted seed. Remember this unshakable truth: the infinite never denies you. There is no delay in God, no withholding, no punishment. The only seeming delay is the time it takes for you to align your conscious belief with divine reality. When thought, feeling, and expectation become one, manifestation is instantaneous. And above all, cultivate gratitude, for gratitude accelerates creation. Give thanks as though your healing were complete, your wealth secured, your prayer answered. Say daily, "Thank you, Father, that it is already done." Gratitude harmonizes your mind with the infinite and signals to your subconscious that the desire is already fulfilled. Beloved, within you now is the authority to command your world, to speak the word of life, and to call forth the good that is yours by divine right. You are not small, you are not limited, you are not helpless. You are a living expression of infinite intelligence, a temple of the divine presence. Accept this, live from it, and let your life become a testimony to God's glory. From this moment on, refuse to speak words of defeat. Refuse to dwell on appearances. Refuse to allow fear a foothold in your mind. Declare boldly, "I am the master of my subconscious mind. I choose health, I choose wealth, I choose peace, I choose joy, and as you choose, so shall it be." Now take this truth into your heart. The life you seek is already yours. The healing you long for is already within you. The abundance you desire is already flowing toward you. All that the Father has is yours. Now, here, in this moment. Accept it, believe it, rejoice in it. Beloved, I ask you now to close your eyes for just a moment and breathe deeply, for what I am about to reveal can shatter every limitation in your life if you dare to believe. What if I told you that the power to heal your body, transform your finances, restore your relationships, and awaken your soul has been within you all along, quietly waiting for your command? Would you continue to live as though you are bound by circumstances, or would you rise today and claim your divine authority? The kingdom of heaven is within you now. It is not coming tomorrow nor after some distant effort. It exists here in this eternal moment. The very breath you take carries the life of God. The very thought you think carries the creative force of the universe. The very word you speak shapes the substance of your reality. The Master said, "The kingdom of God is within you." Luke 17:21. And so it is. The greatest mistake of mankind has always been seeking power outside of itself, begging the world for permission to be free, for proof to believe, for signs to trust. But I tell you, you are not here to beg. You are here to command. Your subconscious mind is a faithful servant, and it responds not to fear but to conviction. The law is simple. Whatever you decree, feeling it to be so, must come to pass. Years ago, a man came to me suffering from what doctors called an incurable disease. He was pale, weak, and filled with despair. "Doctor," he said, "I have tried everything. Nothing works." I placed my hand on his shoulder and said softly, "Nothing has worked because you have been trying to heal from the outside. Healing begins within. Disease is not punishment. It is a misalignment of thought, an error in belief." I taught him to enter the silence twice daily and affirm with deep feeling, "God's river of life flows through me now. Every cell, every fiber, every organ of my body is bathed in divine perfection. I am whole. I am free. I am healed." He did this faithfully, and each time he imagined his body flooded with radiant light, his mind filled with the certainty of wellness. Within 90 days, his condition was completely reversed. Doctors were astounded, but I was not surprised, for I know the great law. The body responds to the image held in the mind. Neville Goddard revealed this same truth when he taught the law of assumption. Man moves in the direction of his most dominant feeling. Your outer world is simply a mirror reflecting your inner state. If you live in fear, your world will give you things to fear. But if you choose faith, life will present you with endless reasons to believe. Therefore, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Not tomorrow, but now. Feel it in the present tense, for the subconscious lives only in the now. When you say, "I will be healed," you are postponing healing to some future moment that never arrives. But when you declare, "I am healed," your subconscious accepts that command as reality, and healing begins instantly. The conscious mind debates, the subconscious obeys. Speak, therefore, as one having authority. Florence Scovel Shinn said it beautifully. Faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly. Faith is not hoping, faith is knowing. When you step into this knowing, life reorganizes itself around your belief. Opportunities emerge where before there were none, strength arises where weakness once dwelled, and doors swing open where walls once stood. Understand this eternal truth: you are never waiting on God, God is waiting on you. The Infinite has already provided everything you could ever desire: health, wealth, love, wisdom, peace. It is already finished in the higher realm. Your task is to align your conscious mind with this divine completion, to speak the word, believe the word, and live as though it is already done. Now let us go deeper into the sacred mechanics of manifestation. Everything in the universe, your thoughts, your emotions, your desires, vibrates at a certain frequency. When your inner vibration matches the frequency of what you desire, manifestation occurs effortlessly. This is not magic, it is divine law. Your subconscious mind acts like a magnet, drawing into your experience the exact equivalent of your inner state. If you desire wealth, do not focus on lack, for lack and abundance cannot occupy the same space. Instead, feel the presence of wealth now. Imagine yourself living in freedom, giving generously, blessing others with your overflow. Say daily, I am one with infinite supply. Money flows to me in avalanches of abundance from known and unknown sources. I am open and receptive to divine prosperity now. Speak it with feeling, visualize checks arriving, opportunities unfolding, and watch how the unseen forces of life conspire to fulfill your command. Napoleon Hill affirmed, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But he also warned that belief without emotional conviction is powerless. The subconscious responds to feeling far more than to words. This is why Neville insisted on living in the end, stepping into the consciousness of already having, already being, already doing. Carl Jung, in his study of the psyche, revealed that the subconscious communicates through symbols, images, and archetypes. When you visualize golden light flowing through your body, your deeper mind interprets that as healing. When you imagine yourself signing a contract or receiving a promotion, the subconscious prepares the pathways to make it real. Therefore, create vivid inner pictures and infuse them with powerful emotion. What you impress, you express. But beloved, there is a greater secret still, non-resistance. Healing and manifestation accelerate when you release the struggle, when you stop fighting reality and instead surrender to divine flow. Resistance blocks the current of life. Surrender opens the floodgates. Say softly, I let go and let God. Infinite intelligence knows the way. Divine order governs my life now. When you release control, miracles happen. I once counseled a woman trapped in years of financial struggle. Every attempt to fix her situation only I deepened her debt. I taught her to stop fighting and to begin affirming divine supply instead. She created a simple decree. All channels of prosperity are open to me now. I give thanks for my overflowing abundance. Within 3 months, unexpected opportunities arose, a new job, an inheritance, and several canceled debts. Her struggle ended the moment she stopped resisting and aligned herself with divine provision. Remember this, the universe always mirrors your inner conviction. When you expect good, good flows to you. When you assume lack, lack multiplies. Life responds not to your words alone, but to the dominant energy you carry. Therefore, live now as though your prayer is already answered. Speak now as though your desire is already fulfilled. Give thanks now as though you already hold it in your hands. This living faith collapses time and brings the unseen into form. Beloved, within you right now is the power that formed the stars, the intelligence that designed the universe, the spirit that heals the brokenhearted and raises the dead. You are one with that power. It does not matter what the past has been. It does not matter how long you have suffered. It does not matter what others say is possible. The truth is eternal. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. 1 John 4:4. And now I ask you, will you dare to believe? Will you dare to speak the healing word with authority? Will you dare to live as though the kingdom is already yours? The infinite awaits your command. From this moment forward, let this be your constant knowing. You are already whole. You are already prosperous. You are already free. Speak it, feel it, live it, and watch as life bends to the authority of your divine decree. Beloved, as you hear these words, understand this eternal truth. You were never created to live in limitation. You are not here to suffer, to beg, to crawl through life hoping for scraps of blessing. You were created in the image and likeness of infinite intelligence, endowed with the power to think, to imagine, to speak, and thereby to create. The same spirit that hung the stars, carved the mountains, and set the galaxies spinning now breathes within you. The Master said, the works that I do shall you do also, and greater works than these shall you do. John 14:12. He was not speaking to a chosen few. He was revealing a universal law. This same law is available to you here and now, if you dare to believe. Tonight I will reveal to you a method I have rarely spoken of, the divine command method, the practice of speaking directly to your subconscious with unshakable authority. This is not begging, this is not wishing, this is commanding the infinite power within you to manifest your desire in the perfect way, at the perfect time, according to divine order. First, you must understand this great principle. The subconscious mind does not argue. It does not analyze. It accepts every thought, every image, every word that you impress upon it as absolute truth. If you constantly say, I am sick, your subconscious makes it so. If you affirm, I am poor, it agrees and manifests poverty. But the moment you speak with conviction, saying, I am whole, I am rich, I am free, I am guided by divine intelligence, the deeper mind begins to reorganize the universe to fulfill your command. There is a specific way to do this, and I want you to practice it with me now. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, close your eyes, place your hand gently upon your heart and declare these words with unwavering feeling. Infinite presence within me, I speak your word now. I command perfect health in my body, perfect peace in my mind, and overflowing abundance in my life. I accept this as already done, for your word cannot return void. I rest in divine completion. And so it is. Speak it slowly. Feel every word sinking into the depths of your being. Visualize golden light pouring into every cell of your body, healing, restoring, rejuvenating. This is not mere suggestion. This is creation at work. Neville Goddard called this entering the state akin to sleep, the theta gateway, where your conscious resistance dissolves and the subconscious becomes highly impressionable. In this state, just before sleep or just upon waking, you bypass the critical faculties of the conscious mind and impress your deeper self with effortless ease. If you desire healing, visualize yourself walking in perfect strength. If you desire wealth, see yourself already living in the abundance you seek. The subconscious does not know the difference between imagination and reality. It manifests the image it is most consistently fed. Carl Jung understood this deeply when he wrote of the archetypes within the collective unconscious. He discovered that the subconscious responds powerfully to symbols, colors, and sensory-rich images. Therefore, when you visualize healing, do not merely think about health. See yourself whole, feel yourself whole, live as though it is already accomplished. The subconscious is the bridge between the invisible and the visible, between the unseen pattern and the manifested form. Florence Scovel Shinn, that great metaphysical teacher, revealed one of the most profound secrets. Your word is your wand. She meant this literally. Your spoken word carries vibration, and vibration shapes substance. When you declare, I am healed, your words are clothed with power. When you decree, I prosper everywhere I turn, the infinite goes before you and prepares the way. Speak your word, therefore, with certainty, knowing that what you command in alignment with divine truth must come to pass. Let me tell you a story. Years ago, a woman came to me consumed by fear. She had been told she had only months to live. I asked her gently, what are you telling yourself day and night? She replied, I keep saying I'm dying. And I said to her, then your subconscious has no choice but to obey. But today, we will give it a new command. I taught her to repeat this decree. The life of God flows through me now. Every atom of my being is charged with divine perfection. I am vibrant. I am strong. I am healed. She whispered it at first, barely believing, but she persisted day after day, morning and night, until the words began to feel true. 6 months later, every trace of illness was gone. Her doctors called it a miracle. I call it divine law in action. The same law applies to your finances, your relationships, your destiny. You are never asking the universe for something new. You are commanding the infinite substance to reorganize itself according to your word. Wealth, health, and love already exist in boundless supply. They are not outside you. They are within you. Napoleon Hill discovered this when he said, when riches begin to come, they come so quickly and in such abundance that one wonders where they have been hiding during all those lean years. Where were they hiding? Within the infinite potential of your subconscious mind, waiting for you to align with the vibration of wealth. You must stop postponing your blessings. Stop saying, someday I will be healed, someday I will be rich, someday I will find love. Someday is an illusion. There is only this eternal now. Speak your desire as though it is already fulfilled, for in truth it is. The infinite knows only completion. Here is the affirmation I want you to plant deeply into your soul. I am one with the infinite mind. I am one with perfect health, infinite wealth, divine love, and unshakable peace. I walk in the awareness that everything I seek is already mine now. I rejoice in the finished work, and so it is. Say it until it moves from your lips into your heart, until it becomes the dominant vibration of your being. And when you reach that point of complete inner certainty, watch as life bends to the authority of your faith. Beloved, within you right now is the creative power of God. There is no separation, no distance, no delay. Healing can occur in an instant. Wealth can flow to you in unexpected channels. Love can enter your life when you least expect it. But the law is always the same. Believe it, feel it, and live as though it is already yours. Remember the words of the Master. According to your faith be it unto you. Matthew 9:29. The infinite has never failed you. It cannot fail you. The question is, will you dare to believe? And so I say to you now, speak boldly, speak with authority, speak as one awakened to the truth of your divine nature. Your word is creative. Your faith is magnetic. Your imagination is the workshop of God. Use them wisely, and you will discover what saints, sages, and mystics have always known. There are no limits for the one who believes. Beloved, hear me now. You have traveled far through these teachings, and perhaps you sense it. Something within you has begun to shift. The burdens you once carried feel lighter. The walls of impossibility are beginning to dissolve. The whisper of the infinite calls to you, saying, "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46:10. There is a moment in every soul's journey when the truth is no longer a theory, no longer a hope, but a living, breathing reality, and that moment is now. Within you at this very instant is the power that creates worlds. It beats your heart, breathes your lungs, circulates your blood, and commands the galaxies to spin in perfect harmony. This power is not outside you. It is not somewhere in the distant heavens. It is you. For you are not merely a human seeking God. You are God seeking expression through humanity. The infinite has individualized itself as you, and your subconscious mind is the creative channel through which this divine intelligence flows. This is why the Master declared, "The kingdom of God is within you." Luke 17:21. Not above you, not beyond you, within you. Now let us unveil the law of instantaneous manifestation. You have been taught to believe that healing takes time, that wealth must come slowly, that dreams require years of effort and struggle, but time is a construct of the conscious mind. The subconscious, the realm of infinite intelligence, knows nothing of delay. It knows only completion. When you align thought, feeling, and spoken word in perfect harmony, manifestation becomes instantaneous. At that moment, you are no longer asking for your desire. You are claiming what already is. The ancient mystics called this the Alpha-Omega principle, the collapsing of past and future into the eternal present, where all possibilities exist now. Neville Goddard taught, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and your assumption, though false, will harden into fact. Joseph Murphy would say it this way, you are always manifesting according to the dominant belief of your subconscious mind. Change the belief and you change the reality instantly. How do you do this? By entering what I call the already done consciousness. Close your eyes, forget time, forget process, forget effort, see the end result, feel it as though it is happening now. If you desire healing, imagine yourself running freely, laughing, breathing deeply. If you seek wealth, feel the texture of abundance, the ease of having, the joy of overflowing prosperity. If you seek love, imagine the warmth of companionship, the sweetness of connection, the harmony of divine union. And here is the key, you must not seek it, you must become it. Do not say, I want to be healed. Say, I am healed now. Do not plead, I wish to be wealthy. Declare, I am wealthy now. Do not cry, I hope to find love. Affirm, I am love itself. For every desire you hold already exists in the infinite. You are not creating from nothing, you are simply revealing what has been yours from the beginning. Remember this eternal law. Out to the subconscious mind, there is no future, now only now. Let us speak a final decree together, a command that resonates through every cell, every thought, every dimension of your being. Infinite presence within me, I recognize you as the source of all life, all power, all abundance. I now claim perfect health, divine wealth, and unshakable peace as my present reality. I live from the end, rejoicing in the finished work. I am one with the eternal, and therefore I am whole. I am free. I am complete. And so it is. Say it again. Say it until the words are no longer sounds but truth vibrating in your bones. Beloved, when you speak from this state, the universe must rearrange itself to match your conviction. The subconscious responds instantly, without hesitation, without resistance. You are no longer trying to manifest, you are allowing what already exists to flow into form. And as this realization settles into you, you begin to live differently. You stop struggling, you stop chasing, you stop fearing. You become as the lilies of the field, as the Master said. They toil not, neither do they spin, yet your Father in heaven clothes them in greater splendor than Solomon. Matthew 6:28-29. You are clothed in that same splendor now, so I say to you, rise, stand in the awareness of who you truly are. You are the temple of the living God. You are the channel of infinite mind. You are the Word made flesh. From this day forward, let there be no small dreams, no limited prayers, no timid requests. Speak boldly, command wisely, love deeply, forgive quickly, trust completely, for you and the infinite are one. As you hear these words, know this: you are healed now, you are wealthy now, you are free now. Go and live as though it is already done, because, beloved, it is. And if these truths have awakened something deep within you, if you feel the call to share this divine revelation, then subscribe to this channel, like this video, and let this message reach countless souls who are searching for the light you now carry. The infinite blesses you, the infinite moves through you, and so it is.